Hello everyone, it's me Dr. Ayaz Ahmed. I am working as an aesthetic dermatologist. Today I will discuss another important topic of dermatology. The name of topic is cellulitis and erysipelas. Hopefully you will learn and subscribe my YouTube channel. Definition: cellulitis is acute, subacute and chronic inflammation of loose connective tissue. Moreover, erysipelas is bacterial infection of a dermis and upper subcutaneous tissue. Its hallmark is well-defined raised edges reflecting more superficial dermal involvement. Cellulitis may extend superficial and erysipelas extend deep. Moreover, two processes may coexist. Cellulitis refers to acute superficial diffuse spreading infection of skin. It may refer to infection involving the deeper dermis and adjacent subcutaneous tissue, as shown in picture A. Moreover, erysipelas refers to more superficial infection involving the upper dermis and superficial lymphatics with more clearly defined border compared to cellulitis, as shown in B. Epidemiology: the incidence is about 46.6 per 1000 person per year. Age is usually 40 to 60 years of age. Male are more frequently affected. Associated diseases are fasciitis, myositis, subcutaneous abscess, septicemia, nephritis, otitis media, sinusitis, proptosis, ophthalmoplegia, and violas. Periorbital and orbital cellulitis. Moreover, the other associated diseases are cavernous sinus thrombosis, orbital, subperiosteal, and cerebral abscess and meningitis, severe MI depression, airway obstruction, and lymphedema. Pathophysiology: cellulitis is marked by edema, dilated superficial capillaries, and extravasation of RBC in dermis, with scattered inflammatory cells with neutrophil and lymphocytes. Causative organism: Group A Streptococcus bacterial infection, Group B Streptococcus bacterial infections, which are usually noted in children under 3 months of age. Group B Streptococcus may cause pelvic erysipelas in adult after surgery. Staphylococcus aureus is occasionally isolated. H. influenza type B is an important cause of facial cellulitis in young children under the age of 2 years. Non-group Streptococcus, especially group B and G, are predominant following surgery of breast or after venous or lymphatic compromise. Orbital cellulitis is secondary to sinusitis, which may involve Streptococcus pneumonia. Cellulitis due to water or soil contamination is caused by Aeromonas hydrophila species. Cellulitis may be complicated by the marine organism known as the Vibrio elingolyticus. Cellulitis is due to animal bite, which is caused by the Pasteurella multiseda species. Gangrenous cellulitis and ecthyma are caused by the Pseudomonas aeruginosa species. Clinical presentation: these include erythema, heat, swelling, pain, or tenderness. These are the most common features of cellulitis. Edges of erysipelas is well defined, as I have already mentioned. These are raised, while cellulitis is diffuse and show intermediate picture. In erysipelas, blistering and superficial hemorrhage into blister is a common. Cellulitis may show bulla and progress to dermal necrosis. Erysipelas is most common in leg and then it is common in face. Lymphangitis and lymphadenopathy are the frequent features of cellulitis. This picture shows the image of cellulitis. It is most commonly seen in lower leg area. The features are erythema, heat, swelling, and irregular border or ill-defined border. This is another example of cellulitis. Here involved area are nose and cheeks. You can see the skin of a nose is red, tender and erythematous, and there is also swelling of nose and cheeks area. Differential diagnosis: these include necrotizing fasciitis, venous insufficiency of lower leg, acute contact dermatitis. Moreover, complications are chronic lymphedema and necrotizing fasciitis. Investigation are blood culture and serological study. In case of differentiation of cellulitis from deep vein thrombosis, phlebography, plethysmography, and Doppler ultrasound are the investigation. Protein concentration of 0.3 to 0.5 ml of edema fluid aspirate from swelling subcutaneous tissue provide rapid and inexpensive alternative for the investigation. In deep vein thrombosis, average concentration is 5.5 gram per liter, while in cellulitis it is 19.8 gram per liter. Level over 10 gram per liter were found in cellulitis. Management. First line management is fluoxetine 500 mg orally 4 times a day and clindamycin 500 mg twice daily orally in case of benzyl penicillin allergy. Clarithromycin 500 mg BD and clindamycin 600 mg 8 hourly IV in case of benzyl penicillin allergy has been advocated. Second line management is long penicillin 500 mg to 200 mg for recurrent attack. Other second line management options is the erythromycin. Thank you very much. Stay connected and subscribe my YouTube channel.